trenches, feel the pressure. My shoulders ain't no pressure. 100 rounds from this tech, feel the pressure.
Yo. We back. High Society Podcast, man. Episode 20. Bente. Episode Bente, man. Yeah. Listen. Yo, I'm your host, B High, man, in the building. We got Queasy's Way on Instagram in the motherfucking building. We got Sash24 back, man. We got a special guest today, man. Born and raised in Newark, New Jersey. Raised in Vauxhall, New Jersey. Joe B Lyfe in the motherfucking building with us today, man.
The whole fucking show, man. Big OTR, man. What up, though?
Joe B, what's going on with you, brother? How your week been going so far?
Just grinding as usual, working, family, getting the clothing line back in operation. I did the event with Styles P last week. That shit was crazy.
I seen a few people doing that. Word.
Yeah. Hoolies was definitely in the building. We came through like 15, 20 deep.
That was in Jersey City?
Nah, it was actually in Newark.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But we had chopped it up with Snipe and Styles, and might have some stuff on the way, so look out for that also.
That's dope, man. But we gonna go to the beginning of Joe B. I see you. I read that you was born in Newark, but you was raised in Vauxhall.
Yeah, so originally I was born in like Beth Israel. We lived in Slough Street, Monroe Gardens. Okay. Right down the street from Chancellor Lines, all that. My mother was in the streets, so as a young kid I was always with her. So Chancellor Lions. Then we used to live in East Orange because we had family out there, over there on Grove and Springdale. So that was mainly like from like I want to say like 1 to maybe 7, 8. I was over there. Then my grandmother was a diapers worker for 38 years. So she wanted to get us out the hood, so we moved to Union, moved to Vauxhall, and that's where I was at mainly throughout childhood to maybe like 13. Then we moved to Plainfield, me and my moms. Like every time I would move my moms, we'd be somewhere in the hood. Yeah. And then I'd do some bullshit or something happened. And then my grandmother, diapers worker, she just snatched me. Boom. Now I'm back in Vauxhall. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like I said, that's basically where I jumped off the porch at. You know what I'm saying? And
as far as Vauxhall?
Yeah.
So like me being all three of us actually being from Newark. Like we go to Union, we see it, but like we didn't grow up there.
Yeah.
Like how is it like growing up in Vauxhall?
Honestly, like when I started touching in Vauxhall, that was really when the gangbang epidemic really started. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas was really wearing beads and flags and all that shit. So and
early 2000s.
Right. And I graduated in 05. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So
me too.
Basically, my whole family is blood. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of rebelled against that. I'm a GD, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a gang member. I'm part of a brotherhood, but that's there. Like I said, I moved out there and it was different. Like, it was predominantly white school. It still had a black and white cafeteria. You know what I'm saying? So
hold on, you said they got a black and...
At that time, they had black and white cafeteria still.
As far as the color on the wall?
No,
like black and white
separation.
Separation.
Like, and it was so bad to the point where like the black cafeteria had the fucked up lettuce, and like what I'm saying. Like we would have to go to.
That's how it go.
We would go to the white cafeteria, go get our food, and bring it back to the. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Right, fries be all soggy and shit. They got the nice crispy shits, but that's part of the reason why we would do the shit that we would do to them. Cause it's
like take their sneakers and shit. Like, let me get those, man.
Bro, no cap. Junior year, they called me and like a few of my homies in there. Like, we didn't know extortion still existed. We like, what the fuck you talking?
Shit, I ain't know black and white cafeteria still exists.
We running down on niggas like, yo, bro, let me get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you need that. Like we not forcefully taking it, but that's the way they took it. Like it's 4 or 5 black niggas and we running down on white people.
Yeah, word.
You know what I'm saying? But it was more or less like going right back to, the epidemic of what we go through every day as black men. You know what I'm saying? You put us in a corner eventually, we gonna
come out swinging.
You gonna act out that frustration.
You know what I'm saying? I take it from Pac, matter of fact. You know what I'm saying? He was saying, you see somebody behind that door and it's a refrigerator full of food. And you begging to get in that motherfucker. First you knocking, now you bamming, now you kicking. Now motherfucker I'm kicking that shit in. We taking that shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
now, baby.
That was more or less what it really was. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, not to like say like I was the man, but I was a part of that realm of the factor of the people that brung like that term into you know, Vauxhall. Like, now, bro, like, you know, niggas really know what it is, like, cause like you can go to Union different than Vauxhall. The mill runs different than Union. You feel me? Like, it's certain parts. Union is a big town, but Vauxhall is only like 15 blocks. Mill Run is a little projects, you feel me? And you go over there, it can go down. Like, you know, like they tell you everywhere, it's hoods everywhere.
Nah, that's a fact. It's definitely hoods everywhere. I had no idea. Like, cause when you go to Union and shit, you just ride through, you go to 22 or something like that. You're not really...
Keep it 100 with you, not to cut you off. Like, Mill Run is down there in Irvington. You might say
that's borderline
right
Irvington.
Across the street right there.
Like you across the street and you in Irvington with the Mill Run. But, like, real talk, this shit is crazy because, like, my block is a dead-end block. Yeah. So, when you come down there, we ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
So being being GD, we know that's big in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Like Southeast and stuff like that.
Definitely, it's worldwide.
They in New York too. They're heavy in New York.
They definitely in Brooklyn is crazy right now. But like in New Jersey, I mean, I could be out of the loop. But like I never met a GD in my life.
I did in the prison system
I met a couple
too.
Down Annandale. There's a couple of them down Annandale shit.
So like, but my question is like, where does it come from in New Jersey? Like you say, your whole family is blood. Like why not be blood or Crip basically?
I never been a follower. You know what I'm saying? Like as a child, I always had the ambition to lead.
Yeah.
Like any little gang or anything that I was involved with, I was always at the higher ups. Like I wasn't like prime example. How I got a few of my friends is they were a part of a group, and the nigga that was the part of the group, I'm not going to say his name because I don't do none of that, but he a rapper now, you know what I'm saying? So, but either way, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't be a part of something that nigga was, like, the main nigga is not like me. Like, I'm not the toughest nigga, but I'm going to go. Like, you feel me? If we got a problem, we going to go. You know what I'm saying? And we going to rock out as a team and handle that, whatever happens, you feel me? Right. Like, that's like with me and my manager, like, before any type of paperwork, that's how we was rocking. He just seen that, like, you know what I mean? So I can't be following nobody that's not a leader, because I'm a leader, you know what I'm saying? I can't follow a follower or somebody that, yo, I got to come handle your situation. Like, I'm a grown man. I'm going to stand on 10, you know what I mean?
Right.
Any situation. So that was more or less what it really was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't really be around, I can't be around the fake. I'm too real. Like, my brothers will tell you, like, I'll check on all my brothers. I got hella kids, bro. Like, I got 6 babies, you feel me? I check on all of them, you feel me? Like, I check on the homies.
Yeah, it's
like,
definitely congratulations on that.
I never miss a beat. And mind you, I work 2 jobs. You know what I'm saying? I write music, you feel me? I'm working on a clothing line. Like,
that ambition is
there.
there.
The struggle, and you just gotta have structure with it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that. The ambition is there. That motivation is there regardless.
Word, most definitely. Like,
so what about your, like I say you say you grew up with your moms and you had your grandmother that was in Vauxhall. Like, where was your pops at? Did you know who your pops was at that time?
That's a sensitive situation for me because I knew of him and he was around somewhat, but as, you know, a man growing up, you know, you always look up to your father.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, no, he wasn't there, but he was there. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of the reason why I went to the streets. You feel me? I was looking for a father figure. Like, my mother and my grandmother did the best they could, but like I said, my grandmother was working diapers, my mother was working UPS. So I got this from 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock when I come home from school, it's just me.
Yeah. You get to do whatever the fuck you want.
That's why I said, like, that's when I jumped off the porch, you know what I'm saying? Like, I started, oh, you can't leave a block. Or now I'm moving on Springfield Live, you know what I'm saying? Or, nigga, I was going all the way down to Irvington, 21st Madison, 22nd Street. Like, and I'm 13, 12 years old. And I'm out there on the Ave, like, with the homies. So it's like, it was just like, you know, like I said, I couldn't be a follower. I didn't want to be like the rest of my family. And it was pressuring me. They would all pressure me. Like, till this day, sometimes they, yo, nah, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a grown-ass man now. Like, you feel me? Like, I ain't got time for that. Like, I barely got time for that shit now. Like, I'm Muslim. You know what I mean? So I put the faith before everything, you know what I mean? But nah, like, why I gotta do that? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's dope though, man. But yeah, that's dope. Like,
but the
not having your father
question, he came back around when I was 19, but by then I was already a man taking care of my first daughter. She'd be 13, February 11th. I was taking care of my sister that he'd never seen before, and taking care of my mother, grandmother, and brother and sister. You know what I'm saying?
By that point, it was like too late.
That emotional connection ain't there. That emotional bond ain't there.
Like, we was talking about that last week, about how, like, you gotta, it's different when you got your kids from the floor up. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's a little different. Like
I gave him another chance when I was like 23. Like I'm about to be 33 June 5th. You feel what I'm saying? So at 23, I linked up with my other brothers and sisters through him, and like their mom brung me in. Like mind you, back then, this was some shit where he lied to her and told her like I wasn't even his son type shit. Like I'm family. He watching me type shit. You know what I'm saying? And this is the same lady that he was doing that to, and she brought me into her home, you know what I'm saying, on her birthday, called me her son, fed me, you know what I'm saying, knew about like the nigga know about my kids and everything. His mom know about but they never reach out, you know what I'm saying? So it's solid over here.
Probably awkward for him though, man.
You know what I'm saying? That, like, you know what I'm saying, you gonna hear it, you know what I mean, a little later when we get into the bars, like, I mean, that shit made me a beast, bro. Like, that shit made me into a straight savage because, like, now I stand on 10 toes, not only for me, but for my kings. I'm raising kings, you feel what I'm saying? So I'm going to do the best ability. Like, that was the worst feeling of my life to have my kids see me in jail. You know what I'm saying? So
it's embarrassing.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
We definitely, I remember my father told me he was in camp and shit. Like, I know what the fuck you at.
I'm going to kill it even better.
This was like I was a kid and shit.
I'm going to kill it even better.
He did like 3 years downstate, though.
My two sons, they 3 months and 3 days apart, right? So my junior, he ain't like, you know, street savvy. He's still Power Rangers, all that shit. My other son, his little brother, that nigga lived across the street from the police precinct. This nigga, bang, bang, he love guns, all this. I be have to tell him, like, bro, you stop playing with the guns, you feel me? But they came to see me, and mind you, my mother told my son, like, yeah, your daddy owed the judge some money. That's why he there. My son, like, nah, that daddy locked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like I said, that's a fucked up feeling, or, you know, to even have to explain that to your child, you know what I'm saying? I remember back in the day, like, Mom Deuce used to stay fucking with thugs and gangsters, you know what I'm saying? So I would be a little nigga going up to the state prison, going on visits, like, and I'd be like, well, that's mommy's friend, you know what I'm saying? But why he here? You know what I mean? This big-ass gate. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You think that played any effect on you in the future?
Definitely. Like, I was talking to my boss last night, you know, a lot of the 80s babies, period, was subjected to either the parents being a dealer or a buyer.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And that affected everybody. That's why the shit the way it is now. You know what I'm saying? And I was a part of both. You know what I mean? I had an uncle that was one of the biggest drug dealers out here. Cousin was one of the biggest drug dealers in Elizabeth. You know what I'm saying? And my family fell victim to it. You know what I mean? Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Keep it a stack. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that played a major part in everybody's life. Not just my life, everybody that was born between 1980 to 1991. Like, you feel me?
Definitely. Definitely, man.
That's a fact.
It really is, man. Shout out to Sean Hartwell, too.
Oh, no, most definitely.
Shout out to, you said Elizabeth,
we trying to get him up here, too.
Hey, bro, listen, Sean threw me a party like 2-3 years ago. You know how he was doing his thing at Barcode. He a real genuine nigga. Like I said, he didn't know me from a can of paint, just through us conversating. You know what I mean? He showed me love. And he was letting another artist do his thing. And they had tapped him like, you know, bro, birthday, he an artist, da-da-da. He let me do a part of Try Me up there. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, it was that was one of the biggest crowds I performed in front of ever at that time. And
that's love. That's love.
It was like I felt like I was at Summer Jam, my nigga. Like, it was
I
mini
grew up
Summer
with his
Jam,
son. I grew up with True. I grew up with True, his son.
I ain't never meet the fam. I just met Sean.
It's unfortunate that it's crazy how the cycles go. You know, True locked up right now. You know what I'm saying? And doing the same time that his father did.
He got what? How many years? He got 20?
He caught, you know.
Did Sean do 20 or something like that?
Yeah, he had some.
But
he had a number. He had definitely a jersey.
Yeah, True caught, you know.
Jersey, damn.
He got the numbers out there.
Yeah, man. You know,
he doing something similar.
Jersey numbers, bro.
Oh yeah, I relate.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
shit, you see, old boy from Bobby Smurder, them cool. They get a nigga like 63, 64 years, something like that.
They gave one of them niggas 99.
That's a jersey.
My bro got the old Andy Cupo number on.
They torch
Tumbo number. I meant to say 55.
They torching niggas. And yo, I ain't like, you know, I work at Bergen County Jail, right? So I ain't gonna say no names, but it's one specific judge that be giving 15, 20. 8 all the time. 15, 20. Other judges be like 3 to 5.
I ain't gonna hold you.
1520.
He said the chill down my spine. That's my child support over there, boy. I don't fuck around with that motherfucker.
I'm in mental health. I'm in the staff. I ain't doing that.
Hey, well, now I know what to tell them niggas where to send me. Hey, bro, I gotta go see the mental. Something wrong. Hey, bro, get me the fuck out of here, man. Nasty ass sandwiches and shit. You know what I'm saying? But
so, like, who was your influences in rap? Like, what made you want to start? Like who did you hear to make you be like, yo, I could do that?
Well, first of all, my mother always told me from like 1 to 5, Tupac was my father. That's straight facts.
Hey, that's some real shit.
So I grew up like literally trying to be that nigga. Only thing I wasn't with was the nose ring. I'm not. Nah, man.
Yeah, I never grew that myself.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
I
still to this day wear my boots with my pants inside the boot, like how he had it in Juice. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta have the 40 belows.
Yeah,
You gotta have the 40 belows.
Those always a hit.
If you ain't got the 40 belows in your pants and your boots, that's a violation. As long as you got the 40 belows or the tall can.
Exactly. Hey, listen, bro. You know, like I said, you know, I was born 87. You know what I mean? Like I still don't get too into this fitted clothes. I come from that era too. Fitted clothes and all that shit.
Marby with the
Pepe jeans,
that's a fact.
Pacos, the whole one.
I come from that.
I mean, like I can't really adapt to this tight shit. Like the shirts, you know, I work in the gym, so that's, you know, fitted shit, that's different. But the jeans, I need some air.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I definitely need some air.
But you know what's even crazy about the tight clothes though now? Like the gangsters be having them tight ass clothes and the big ass gun in them shits though. I don't know how the fuck they do it though. Like, you feel me? Or everything though, like,
different now.
But
so
to
like
answer your question,
go ahead.
Pac, I'm gonna say albums really, because like at one point in time I used to sit. My mother bought me a boom box and I used to sit on my porch. I was on punishment for a year. I got locked up. I had brought an M2000 and some firecrackers to school. I was gonna blow up the principal's office. I was wild like that. And I was in social studies class, I'll never forget. And real quick, they knocked on the door, the police was there, like, come in, nigga. I'm like, they're like, yeah, and bring your bag. You know what I mean? So I had everything in there.
Somebody ratted you out.
But, nigga, all right, so we broke him down that morning in the auditorium. I had a big ass bag. Nigga broke the shit down, and the little Indian nigga got caught. He snitched on everybody. You know what I'm saying? I was the last nigga to get caught.
It was either that or nigga ain't get what he thought he deserved. And he told. It was either one of the two.
That was the first time I actually got a gun pulled out on me too, because, you know, I'm in the 6th grade. My nigga, I never been arrested. You know what I'm saying? So they like, yeah, put your arms behind your back. I snatched from the bitch like, oh, what you doing? She like, freeze. I'm like,
yeah, if he was white, they'd never pulled their gun on her. Like,
she was black though.
Yeah, they'll be the
ones. That shit don't matter.
I swear to God, those always want.
But yeah, so, you know, like I said, throughout that time, she bought me the boom box, and I was only allowed to be on the porch. So Tupac, of course, DMX, Flesh's, what is the name of it right now? Flesh of My Blood, Vini Vici, the Onyx joint that dropped around that time. Because this is when niggas was still buying CDs
and shit.
You know what I mean? From the little CD spots on 22. And, you know, back then it was different. You can go into the stores and buy CDs anywhere. So those was the CDs that really made me get into rap. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's Ja Rule's first album, right?
Hey, I think so. That's when he had the prayer and all that shit.
Little prayer statue on the cover. Yeah, I remember that shit.
That's when he was like really rapping.
The niggas live with Money Judge, Murray for that shit right there. Yeah, I remember that shit. Yeah.
So, you know, after that, I got in my first rap group.
ROK, right?
Yes, sir. Shout out Knowledge, shout out Killer, shout out Sin. All the original ROK, Road to Killers. You know, we was just, you know, at that time we was kids. You know what I mean? We had a karaoke machine, and, you know, you couldn't tell us we wasn't the illest niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, and what's crazy was Killer was a girl. You know what I'm saying? And she was raw as hell too. Like, you know what I'm saying? I still fuck with all of them. What's crazy is Knowledge is a pastor now. Killer actually does promotions down south. Me and her, we link up from time to time. And I never really taught the sense in school, but like we was really tight. And then after that, came the H Squad and the Sick View. So I still got the Sick View tab right here too. I ain't gonna never cover it because you know, those are the guys I learned how to rap from. Like, you know, listening to Tupac and them, yeah, it was dope, it was fly, but I still didn't know the format.
So, but did listening to Tupac and them, did you hear that and be like, yo, I could rap? I could rap because of listening to them?
Nah, I ain't even gonna say that. They just influenced me to get more into the life. Okay. But to actually learn how to rap, it was Draco Jakaris. He was going by Quan Blaze at the time. Testa Verde, he died. Hip, that's my god brother, and Push, you know what I'm saying? They had a group called H Squad, and I was like they hype man. I was just a street nigga, you know what I'm saying? They bring me out, I'm on stage wilding, you know. If we get into some shit, I'll be the nigga to pop off on niggas, because, you know, I got the streets, I got the homies with me, so that was more or less what it was. And then, you know, I moved to Plainfield, like I told y'all, and like every time I moved far away from my homies and I ain't have time, like I always try to do different shit. And it was just like one time, like, I'm gonna try to rap, throw a beat on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Wrote some bullshit. And I came back to the hood and niggas was always like, yo, that shit hard. But it was only the hooks. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for the most part, like, that's how I really started becoming a rapper. Like, I just would make dope ass hooks and just talk my hood shit. Like, talk about the block and this, that, and the third, or how many bitches I'm fucking with, how I'm getting money, you know what I'm saying? Like, dumb shit. It wasn't no purpose to it. But then, I met my older brother, and like he used to get on my ass. He's like, bro, I don't want to hear that Trade 5 Vauxhall shit all day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to hear some shit. I want to hear what you know what I mean? So, you know, that was the first, like, that was my first top critic. I still tell him to this day, like, I love it when he tell me, like, yo, bro, that shit ain't hard. Even though in all actuality,
you need that.
It is to him. You know what I'm saying? But he's pushing me
you to the next level.
Right.
To the next level.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and see, like, I got certain brothers that, like, when I'm writing, bro, like, I gotta like, all right, well, tell me what this shit sound like. And they be like, yo, damn, bro, da-da-da. Of course, anybody that's really your man is gonna tell you that shit hard. Yeah. But your real man is gonna tell you when it's not or when it is. You
Authentic view.
Right. I need that, like, constructive criticism is real. Some niggas can't take that. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Yeah, like, yo, what you mean, bro? You trying to play me? Nah, all right. Say no more. You know what I mean? Say no more. So that's just like, I ended up meeting a brother Fa, shout out Fa Familiar, and
shout out Fa.
He basically, you know, took me on some little bro shit, like, yo, bro, you know, da-da-da-da. We lived across the street from each other. So we would chop it up every day, smoke, chill, you know what I'm saying? He'd bang his shit. He, you know, he always got his big-ass speaker, you know what I mean? On the porch, on the block, he chilling. So, you know what I mean? I'll be banging shit, he be banging shit. We actually was supposed to do, like, 2 songs, but we just always, you know what I'm saying? If you know Fa
be on the move.
Right. I was about to say, if you know Fa, he be on the move. And if you know Joe, I'll be on the fucking move. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I work at the gym, I do security, I got, you know what I'm saying, all this shit going on. So, but basically he told me, he was like, yo, you know, you got this drill shit on Smash. He's like, what we gonna hear some shit for the ladies, some raspy, sexy shit for the ladies, or some industry shit for the radio. So that's when slow jams came amongst. You feel me? I kind of took that like a personal challenge. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, wow, this nigga saying, like, I can't make shit. And what's crazy was, back in the day, I used to make tracks for all my girlfriends. But it was just like, you know, bullshit. So I'm like, all right, now. So I took 2 beats. I wrote a 16 to one and 16 to the next one. And I ended up merging them together, like, onto one song type shit. And that's how Slow Jams was created.
It's clever. Clever.
You know,
well,
that's
we gonna get into, because you said something. You did the show with Styles P and all that, and that brought me to something like, what's the top 5 rap beefs of all time, you think? Like,
rap beefs?
Beefs, yeah, like this, like, you feel me, like niggas beefing and shit, like we this how we gonna do,
or beefs period,
like.
Well, you know, I can't never, cause like
we gonna come up with 5 together. Let's come up with 5 together.
Well, Styles and Beanie, that's gonna be one of my favorites.
Kiss and Beanie, right?
Nah,
Kiss and Beans.
Yeah, Kiss and Beanie, my bad.
Yeah, Kiss and Beans is definitely on there. Like,
but you saying beefs or beefs. Like just like this records? Because I'm saying beef. I'm gonna say top 5 beefs. I'm gonna say Troy Ave and Taxstone, because that shit right there, shit. How that shit.
No, but between 2 rappers.
I mean,
between 2 rappers.
We talking about, well, like, far as rap though. We ain't talking about the streets.
This record's all right. This record's all right. I got you.
Between two rappers.
I'll have to put Jay-Z and Nas number one.
Yeah.
There was so many rappers.
Hit them up. You gotta throw that
on
in there.
each other's
Tupac
sides.
and Biggie, of course.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Tupac
saying?
and Biggie. Biggie ain't really go back though.
No, I'm saying I would
Biggie
love to
fell back.
Puff rob hip hop of that right there, man. You supposed to have the other side of that one right there, man.
Yeah, Biggie was supposed to
I
respond.
mean, honestly, though,
probably killed Pac, too,
you
'cause Brian had
don't
the role play, like, I'm
you don't
keeping
know
my
what
hand.
was really going on behind the scenes,
Yeah,
though.
you
Like,
right. You right.
You know, niggas could have been like, fuck this whole rap shit. Like, we gonna send subliminal. You know what I mean? When street niggas do street shit.
That's what it was at the point.
Sometimes you ain't gotta let it be known it came from you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Niggas just do shit. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, of course, a nigga ain't gonna go on, a real smart nigga ain't gonna go on national television like, yeah, I set Pac up. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Keefy D. Shout out to Keefy D. That's
I don't even know why you said his name, man.
But
How about Meek and Drake? Is that on there?
that shit was more so fun
I
back then. The
felt,
kids had these pick these
I
sides
felt
and
like
all
that was a
Yeah.
disappointment to me.
Yeah, that shit was more so
Meek
fun.
ain't do what he was supposed to do.
Because, I mean, everybody know Meek, you know, Meek with the braids, it was straight
Exactly.
sharp.
Yeah.
And like Drake, you know, his background was, you know, Degrassi and playing ball. And so it was like, everybody, that was just like, all right, prime example. That was like Cassidy versus Arsenal.
I think he let the fame get to him, just like the whole thing. Like, instead of just going back to what works. Like,
Bro, listen, I grew up off Cassidy. Like, I was more hurt that, like,
he
the
lost
fight,
to Arsenal?
Nah, not that he lost to Arsenal. I'm always rock with Jersey. But the fight he put up.
Yeah.
Like, that shit was terrible.
Yeah, Cass and
You know what I'm saying? This is Cassidy we talk about.
He still can rap. I just don't
I'm not saying he
understand
can't
what's
rap.
wrong with him with the
He
battle.
should
And
have
he
sat
don't.
back at the goods.
He should have just stopped
Goods,
at the
goods.
disaster.
Because
Embarrassed, bro, like,
if you
man.
couldn't even fuck with goods, what made you think you could fuck with Arsenal?
The
Exactly.
niggas around him.
Exactly.
That's personal.
The niggas around him make him think that.
You gotta have your own mind state as a man.
That's that pride.
Yeah, that's once again going back to what I said. You a follower, you a leader, man.
Nah, you right.
Cause that's like me. I'm a leader. If I know I can't do something or I can't be something, I'm not gonna let my pack be like, oh yeah, da. Nah, or I'm gonna get myself ready for it. I'm not gonna jump in the head first and just get my head knocked up. Like, bro,
I think niggas set him up because niggas told him it was hot and shit.
niggas was walking out from Philly before the end of the
Gilly
second
walked
round.
out on him. Gilly walked out on
Before
him.
the
All
end
them
of the
niggas
second
walked
round,
out
bro.
on him.
You got but you know what's crazy too with that? Like, where else is Cassidy getting a $200,000 check from the hip hop right now? Though, like, bro.
I don't think he got 200.
Or whatever
He got, he not getting it
But
nowhere
to get
else.
chipped up like that, you might not get it again.
I'm saying, but yeah.
He probably looked at it like it's cash day. Like, shit, the nigga making beats now.
But now in the industry, your name is Finito.
Right.
Yeah,
Ain't
shit.
nobody booking you for
I think
like,
battles no more.
that shit came out in November, bro.
Yeah.
Niggas is still talking about that. We in
Exactly.
February.
Nah,
It's
but
over.
the worst part about that is I don't think other artists that's already on in the industry will ever do it now because of that.
Nah.
Like he scared the shit out of all the industry niggas of doing that
should have
shit.
been
Like,
though.
I think him and Joe Budden's the only two that ever really did that, though, right?
Yeah,
They got
Joe
and
Buttons.
see Joe Budden was smart. He's like,
I think
I
it
got
was
killed. I
somebody
ain't
else.
doing this no more.
But even Joe Buttons had a better fight than Cass.
a little bit better.
And that was the crazy part was niggas didn't even expect that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Joe Budden's a dope ass lyricist, my nigga, but I don't recall him ever battle rapping. If he did,
he like diss records on track.
I mean,
but
I
not
mean,
not
battle
nah.
Dropping a cypher type of nigga, not a battle rap.
This is
though.
what I'm
Nah,
getting at.
yeah, you
Like,
right.
there's a difference between lyricists, freestylers, and battle rappers. Like,
Nah, it is.
I'm a lyricist. You feel
Songwriter,
me?
yeah.
I could dibble and dabble with the freestyles, and I would never dare step out of my bounds of battle rap. For one, because it's not me. For two, I'm not letting nobody get in my face.
And
You
they
know
were
what I'm
talking about
saying?
the most disrespectful
Like,
shit.
all
all the
that,
time.
that,
Yeah.
nah, we
That
ain't
kills
doing
one of
that,
my
but-
questions. That kills one of them.
Yeah, I mean, I usually do that in an interview, man. I answer something without even
Yeah,
knowing.
definitely. But look, man, we're going to get into this week's artist spotlight, which is no other than the man we have before us today, Joe B Lyfe, man.
Hey,
Introduce your song, man.
hey, man, you know they call me Mr. Big OTR himself, man. Mr. Big Licks, man. Mr. Try Me, man. Go on YouTube, press that Try Me right now. Joe B Lyfe, man. Hey.
GSH FWG. nigga, act up. Hollow tips, tell your back up. Shit feel like a Mack truck. Rah, rah, nigga, act up. All my niggas, yeah, we maxin'. All these checks that we cashin'. Bitch bad, I'm smashing. Niggas hating while we laugh. Dead nigga try. Dead nigga try. Dead nigga try. Dead nigga try. All my niggas, yeah, we maxin'. All these checks that we cashin'. Bitch bad, I'm smashing. Niggas hating while we laugh. Blowin', you don't want no smoke. It's Joe B Lyfe, reppin' GSH. I'm on the set with the guys, nigga. Fuck around, had to cook a nigga. It wasn't mine, but I took a nigga. Ain't with that ducker shit. Fuck around, catch your mother quick. Rah, rah, that's some other shit. Got the glove like the oven mitt. Fly guys, yeah, that been a click. It's all G and that's fucking it. Man, fuck all that sucker shit. Tryna kick a nigga back in. No assist while I'm passing. Now you got me out here blacking. Foreign shit while we passing. Shit bright, diamond dashing. Shooting shots like a Paxton. Moonwalking Michael Jackson. Stephen Curry with the pot. Whip it, rock. Then I'm all on your block there, nigga, trying to put one in your top. Go ahead, nigga, act up. Hollow tips, tell your back up. Shit feel like a Mack truck. Rah, rah, nigga, act up. All my niggas, yeah, we maxin'. All these checks that we cashin'. Bitch bad, I'm smashing. Niggas hating while we laugh. Dead nigga try. Dead nigga try. Dead nigga try. Dead nigga try. All my niggas, yeah, we maxin'. All these checks that we cashin'. Bitch bad, I'm smashing. Niggas hating while we laugh. All these jewels on my necklace cost more than a check, bitch. All my niggas, yeah, we reckless. Hollow tips like a Mack truck. Go ahead, nigga, act up. Big Birkin, tell your back up. So you better tell your back up. That they better not act up. Joe B from the streets, nigga. Raised different with the heat, nigga. Masked up, hoodie down. Niggas move like a fleet, nigga. All my niggas know it's go get it. If your bitch bad, you know I hit it. Just a condom on and a fitted. Throwing up the gang while I Dougie in it. Gang, 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 gang. F double G, that's what I claim. Try me, extendo clip. Fuck up your brain. All my niggas, yeah, we maxin'. All these checks that we cashin'. Bitch bad, I'm smashing. Niggas hating while we laugh. Go ahead, nigga, act up. Hollow tips, tell your back up. Shit feel like a Mack truck. Rah, rah, nigga, act up. All my niggas, yeah, we maxin'. All these checks that we cashin'. Bitch bad, I'm smashing. Niggas hating while we laugh. Dead nigga try. Dead nigga try. Dead nigga try. Dead nigga try. All my niggas, yeah, we maxin'. All these checks that we cashin'. Bitch bad, I'm smashing. Niggas hating while we laugh. Go ahead, nigga, act up. Hollow tips, tell your back up. Shit feel like a Mack truck. Rah, rah, nigga, act up. All my niggas, yeah, we maxin'. All these checks that we cashin'. Bitch bad, I'm smashing. Niggas hating while we laugh. Dead nigga try. Dead nigga try. Dead nigga try. Dead nigga try. All my niggas, yeah, we maxin'. All these checks that we cashin'. Bitch bad, I'm smashing. Niggas hating while we laugh.
You know what I'm saying? Then we discuss the price.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we back. That was Joe B.
That shit go hard, man.
I appreciate that, bro.
I like it. You know, I like your voice and your cadence.
Shit real aggressive.
And you can hear the struggle.
Hey, well, you know, like,
you know what I mean? In the voice, I like that.
That's what I be telling niggas, like, real talk. R.I.P. my grandmother, June 28th, my grandmother passed this year, and for her whole 4 years of her struggle, her battle, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I had to go to a show, like, grandma would be like, nigga, you better go to that show, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's always been struggle through it. Like I said, I just beat a case where I was being falsely accused of breaking and entering somebody's house I was dealing with, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, you know, I always took my pain, my struggle. I lost twins in a car accident 4 years ago. Like, every struggle, I took it to the pad, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I got a song for that. I haven't been around my 13-year-old how I really want because of legal issues. Made a song about, like, you know what I mean? I've always put the struggle in my music. That's why my name is Life, Joe B Lyfe, you feel what I'm saying? It's about life.
It's about your life, basically.
Facts. Good, man.
So, all right. Let's say you walked in the house, right?
Right.
And you, know what I mean? Like, you walk in the house, you know what I mean, unexpectedly. Your girl ain't expect you to walk in that motherfucker. And her best friend in there, you know, doing like scissor leg type activity. You feel me? Like, what's your next move though? Like her best friend. I like Queasy's reaction.
Well, you know, anybody that know Joe know I'm down for the show. You know what I'm saying? So
he down for the show.
Hey, you know I'm gonna act accordingly.
I
might roll up.
You ain't know nothing about this though.
Hey, bro. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. I'm a real nigga. I came in, I rolled up. I'd enjoyed the festivities and I'd partake. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm saying,
me
though,
and my lady know, you know, ain't no fun if the homie can't have none. You know what I'm saying? So
how about you, Quizzy?
I'm saying, man, do I like this friend or not, man? Because this might be a friend you don't even like. Like, you like this bitch, man.
Nah, it's her best friend. It's her best friend.
But you know, sometimes you don't always get along with your girl's best friend. Like, yeah, you like, man, I can't.
I'm saying, shit, she get along with your girl, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm going to say, man, it depends on what friend that is, man. Because, I mean.
All right, so if it's a friend you don't really fuck with like that.
Probably, I just went through some shit with my personal shit this week, and that's why I said that. I ain't gonna hold you like that. You feel me, bro?
But you walked into that shit?
Nah, I'm talking about my girlfriend sent my big mother a friend request. Like, you fucking you doing this messy shit though for like those asses there. I'm like, if you watching too, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I mean, that's all you right there. I ain't gonna say a name or no shit like that. I mean, but good.
So she in there.
I'm probably, I'm gonna be tight, my nigga. I ain't gonna hold you, my nigga. I'm gonna be tight, my nigga. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I ain't even thinking nothing sexy with that shit with that bitch in there. Like, you feel me?
Yo, I'm going with my man Joe B Lyfe, man. I'm getting in there. I'm gonna roll up. You know what I'm saying, man? I'm gonna enjoy the festivity, the vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Them bitches lied to me, man.
Hey, damn, what
you said scissor though, so that means there wasn't no extra dick involved. So I'm cool.
I'm cool. Still,
I'm cool. You know, I'm the only sausage in the bun.
Yeah, but like you couldn't tell me this. Like, you couldn't tell me this type of shit you was into. Like,
I ain't gonna take it personal.
You wait till I leave to do this.
I ain't gonna take it personal.
Hey man, you know, maybe it was a gift. You might, you know, fuck up your present.
That's how they better play it. They better play it like, yo, I knew you was coming.
Hey, bro, listen, you left out the part when they had the little what's that shit? The little shit they put on the gifts on their back. You know what I'm saying? They was the gift. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
ribbon and shit.
Yeah, little ribbon, right?
Word it up, man. That's crazy, man. Yo, what's up with Gayle King? You know who Gayle King is, right?
Man, this what my man said, dog head bitch.
Dog head,
you know what I'm saying, man? Listen,
first person in history.
Listen, bro. You know,
that's Snoop tight.
I'm gonna keep it
Boosie
stacked.
reaction was crazy.
Yeah, Boosie, all of them. You know what I mean? They did accordingly though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, bro. Everybody know I'm a LeBron James fan, so you know him and Kobe ain't always see eye to eye. But you know, at the end of the day, he was a great ball player. He was a great father. A great man. He stood by his goals. You know what I mean? He did things for people that, you know, and it's fucked up when, you know, sorry for tapping the table, it's fucked up when people of the same tent want to sit here and slander your shit for a piece of paper. That's all it really for is for the bag.
Nah, you right.
You know what I'm saying? And then, like, also, when he passed away, another thing that I didn't like was everybody was R.I.P. Kobe, R.I.P. Kobe, R.I.P. Kobe. But they forgot his daughter was in there.
Yeah.
I'm a father. My daughter about to be 13, February 11th.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and 7 other people.
Yeah. But you know, like, you know, as a father, that just touched me more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like, yeah, Kobe had a chance to live his life. You know what I'm saying? That baby did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
She definitely did. She was just starting her life.
Right. And living in the image. Only reason why she was there was trying to be like her father.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? So that's more or less. But the bitch Gayle King, man, I feel like she got what she deserved. Everything that's coming to her, she deserved. Because at the end of the day, that's just like when Kobe died and the bitch on the news was like the niggas, bitch, you knew what you was trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Like,
she definitely knew.
Everything that's done come to the light, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about the Knicks, about Kobe. What Kobe got to do with the Knicks?
What about you? What you think about Gayle King?
I think it's deeper than like is she doing it for some money? Because both of them papered up. Oprah and Gayle King, they both papered up. They don't need the money. Like, so what else is the reason you doing it besides you just got some gripe against black men like that? Like, you feel me?
See, and that's the pattern of behavior that I'm looking at. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at human behavior. Like, why y'all two keep going at our black men like that?
Oprah and Gayle, right?
Like, what are y'all discussing in closed doors?
But then you also see how Oprah jumped right into the fence like, Gayle hasn't slept in 2 days.
They probably doing the sensitive shit. They probably doing that shit like, you feel me?
Like, I think when it comes to like a black woman who that powerful and got that much money, especially Oprah, It's like it's not too many black men who could be alpha males in a relationship with them. Only people that could probably be alpha male in a relationship with them is another white male.
Right.
Like, that's just probably what she used to her whole life. So like to play devil's advocate, I'm gonna try to shoot him some bail if I can. I'm gonna try to shoot him some bail.
To be honest with you too, like, come on, bro. You got Oprah type money. What black man ain't trying to have Oprah on his arm, bro? He trying to get himself. But even though Oprah, as far as money wise, she could bring that money in or whatever like that. But come on, bro.
What I'm saying is,
I mean, come on. You ain't trying to come Oprah, bro.
What I'm saying is the only people that could probably help her in any type of way. She got enough money. I don't think she need help with anything.
Yeah.
But the only people that has something I think that could offer her is probably a white man.
I mean,
I can't say that though, bro, because it's black billionaires too, bro. Like, but it's like, but thing is,
majority of them already
it's not about money. It's
too.
about power though with them.
Because
they all got billions, so it's about power. It's about
Jay-Z
getting
about
position.
the only one on that list besides a select few others.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact too.
Diddy still ain't get there yet.
Like, that's a fact. You know
But can it be like when, like, cause you got Oprah, she going at Michael Jackson, Russell Simmons. Can it be and not Harvey Weinstein, who's on trial as we speak?
Aggressive rapes and shit like that. Nigga was like a jump out of trees ass nigga. Like, word up, shit. You feel me?
Can it be some shit like, yo, like I'm just looking out for my friend, and Michael Jackson and Russell Simmons is not my friend, and Harvey Weinstein is? Can it be that?
I mean, but does that make it right?
Yeah,
but
Michael
Jackson was supposed to be your friend too. That was like she was called Michael Jackson was cool.
And yo, to speak on, does that make it right? Like, all right, Snoop, he did what he did. Now towards the end, that was bad for his like whole marketing, whole image.
What, he called her a bitch?
When he said we gonna come and get your ass,
bro. Like you were notified, crip. You know what I'm saying? Like, you bugging, like
hey homie.
You feel me? Like that's when I said he was wrong. That was wrong.
He was good until he made a threat.
Exactly.
Because it's on video.
Yeah, you definitely should.
You're marketing with Martha Stewart. You got all this, like, you bugging. Yeah. But white people ain't gonna like
Snoop. Nah, I don't know. Snoop kind of bulletproof when it comes to
he got his brand is different than like him. Like 50 brand, he could do all this. 50 could do all that shit he do, and it won't affect his brand because this is who he is.
Yeah, like this is what you like him for. Like Snoop Dogg, he smoked weed in the White House. Hey, he probably the only person that get away with that.
No,
yeah.
It's just that whole
like
threat
you know,
was
Snoop
serious,
won't like people will pay Snoop to come smoke in a non-smoking room, like you would pay him to do that.
You right. But that was way over top. It was out of pocket. You know what I'm saying?
He got out of pocket real quick.
But you know what that was? That was from anger because people really love Kobe.
Bro,
that was his boy.
Yeah, right. You know, like
especially being from LA.
Like,
and all that.
You hurt, man. Somebody say some shit like that, shit make you mad. Like, man, I could just knock this bitch the fuck out right now.
That was just like, you know, to make an example, like how, you know, Rocky was a Philly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Kobe was
that's
LA.
a good example.
They definitely need a he definitely the Rocky of
he needed, you know, his statue
and
out
the thing
there.
about trauma, right? Think about trauma, like when it becomes reciprocal, like after a while. Cause think about it, they lost Nipsey. LA lost Nip.
I said that. It's
March,
less than a year
later.
And now Kobe, like now it's going. If they didn't like apply or really come aggressive with Nip, they gonna come aggressive with Kobe because now it's double.
Like I said, that was the two biggest losses of 2019.
Exactly.
You feel me? I think Kobe's was in 20 though, right?
Unfortunately, yeah.
But it was still less than 12 months apart. So even though it's different years, it's still within
just
1
like
year.
Where I live at. You feel me? We lost one of the homeboys. You feel me? 2 months later, a day or two after his birthday, we lost another homeboy. You feel me? It's gonna be the same thing. You're gonna feel that pain. You feel me? And it was both
come no matter what.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, the stature of like where you from, especially how you stand on yours, that's gonna show the reflection of how people gonna react. Like I was just saying, God forbid, inshallah, nothing happened to me. You know, if something was to happen to me tomorrow, everybody will have something positive to say about the conversations and the build, the jewels I put on people. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't just be like, oh yeah, he was this crazy nigga, he did this and did that, he fucked with all this. Nah, it's gonna be like, yo, bro, Joe B used to call me every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm gonna miss. The phone calls, the beat downs. Like I said, like I work
it's
with
the
my
little things you miss the most.
You know what I mean? Like I work with my boss for like almost 3 years, bro, and like we used to beat down every day. And just last night at the work, he like, yo, bro, we gotta beat down. Like, man, that's just how he is. You feel me? Like,
nah,
I know the crazy most thing about if Nipsey could pack out the Staples Center, my nigga, I could imagine how this shit gonna be for Kobe, bro.
You think they gonna have his?
Come on, bro. If he had Nipsey there, Michael Jackson, you gotta have Kobe there, bro.
That's the house.
They were actually saying
that house.
They were saying that it might not hold that many people, so they might have it at the like stadium.
You gotta think about the NBA. The whole NBA gonna be there, bro.
Oh, I'm talking about generation of NBA. Generation of the NBA players gonna be there.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy. They probably could fill. You
NBA.
right. They probably could fill the whole stadium with just the league.
The league.
No, that's crazy.
He bro was an international star at that though, so ain't no telling who coming from wherever come see that man.
Bro, you
see
how fast they was at the stadium when the crash happened?
Yeah,
how many people was there? Like that shit was crazy.
I heard his wife taking all of the
flowers.
Oh yeah, everything they wanted shipped to their house. I don't know what they gonna. I mean, I guess they just want the stuff.
Just speaking of Kobe, like I hope like everybody like just take a moment and grasp that Mamba mentality shit, you know, as far as what he was talking about, and apply that to your life. You know what I'm saying? Apply that to like everything that you do. You know what I'm saying? Because that, I look at that as that was one of the greatest gems that he probably left. Like his work ethic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy.
And you know what's crazy? Nipsey and Kobe both got it left with that shit though. Left that shit to the world though. Both they're like a mean ass focus and desire.
Purpose,
like, I want this
and
shit
it
like
got
right
even
here,
stronger.
like,
It got even stronger.
If I'm gonna go out like that.
I swear to God, since he died, I watched nothing but Kobe highlights, watching him against Jordan and shit like that. Like when I watched him play against Jordan, there's no fear. It's no taking a backward step like nothing. Like, you see Ben Simmons play against Kawhi Leonard. I see Ben Simmons. He retreat a little bit but it's Kobe. Nah, none of that. Kobe, like, it's my chance right here to let the world know who I am. Like though,
that has nothing to do with skill
or experience.
That's pure heart. That's pure
heart and mental right there. Like,
cause it's like, yo, you ever seen somebody that's nice at like football or basketball or something, or might be nice at fighting? They could box, but as soon as they get hit, they quit. Yeah. It's like, yo, you nice, but it's like you don't got the mental capacity to go through it. Like,
or you know, a nigga that can box, but he sees somebody he's scared of and shit. He forget that he know how to box. He's so scared and shit like that.
Yeah,
like,
that's the same thing. That's the same exact thing. That shit is all mental type shit. Like, but yo, Nicky and Meek Mill, y'all seen what was going on over this week, man?
Meek, man, just leave it alone, bro.
What type of shit is that, man?
He got Nicky talking filthy on social media. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know if you seen them last tweets. I know. Talking about get off Drake dick and all this crazy shit.
Oh, just
out of pocket.
You know what I'm saying? Like, straight out of pocket. Like.
Now he accused her of knowing that her brother was a rapist.
And she paid for the lawyer.
She paid for the lawyer and all that. She accused him of beating women.
That shit ain't the same.
It definitely ain't.
I don't believe
it. Even if it was true, it's not the same on the same level.
The niggas that I put it like this, I've been in jail. Niggas that be beating on hoes, they could live somewhere sometimes. You feel me? But niggas is rapists, you gotta check in, bro. You know what I mean? If you know getting domestic violence charges, you might know somebody and they could make it where you could stay there. But if you raping motherfuckers or touching kids, nigga, you gotta check in. So it's definitely levels to that shit. You know what I'm saying?
But my whole question about it is like, I feel like Meek shouldn't even be like you on a whole different level of your life right now. You on a whole new path. Like, why is you even involved in that?
I'm keeping Meek on the low. He wanted that shit. He wanted them to be like Beyonce and Hov, like though. Like he wanted him to be that. Like
that's
that.
What I'm saying.
Yeah, but it's not.
He still loves the girl.
He lost it though.
You still love the girl. He still got that
everybody, I think should be more concerned though. It should be Nicki Minaj's boyfriend, because like she got a pattern of putting her ex-boyfriends against each other. Look, remember they fuck Safari up and shit.
That's crazy. I ain't even think of that.
Did you see that nigga rap sheet though? The boyfriend, that nigga was locked up about damn near 20, 30 times.
But at the same time, he gotta be careful, because like but
that shit don't mean nothing in the case.
Trenches behind him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's actually that one person that got the real niggas all behind him. Like,
and his artists too.
Artists, like, so niggas will take that nigga out ASAP.
No, but from what I hear, he's a real nigga. From what I hear,
6-0 Breezy said He was like, nigga, for a couple, for a little change, we'll make that nigga go away. That's what 60 Breezy said.
See, but the thing is, Meek has the money in that situation, so he got people directly behind. I hope nothing happens, because like, you don't, like I said, he on a different level.
Yeah.
Now, like, he got a record out with Justin Timberlake.
That was a career changer right there.
That's
like,
definitely a career changer, because now you got all the Justin Timberlake fans listening to Meek.
He's on another level.
That's going into a different level. You feel me? I don't think he should be involved in that shit at all.
At all.
I say this though, like, ain't nobody gonna touch Meek. Ain't nobody gonna touch Nicky. Her boyfriend though, say him and Nicky break up.
He not the famous one. This is what I'm saying.
You ain't got that money and security like that. Now you got to deal with these niggas, these same niggas in the street. Like, you ain't got that bread like that though. Even though he a real nigga himself, but like, money is something different though. Like, bro, like, you feel me? Yeah, your man to kill you for that money.
You could
like
be
that,
a
like,
real nigga, but that, you know, that don't protect you from nothing.
Nigga
like,
touched 100 million and shit.
When you got a situation or something put on your head for a nigga that holds stature, you know what I'm saying? It's over for you. That's just like, I'll take it to the Chicago shit. Like, you got a little dirt, right?
Yeah.
He was going through all this shit he was going through, right?
Yeah.
He wasn't even getting love from his other homies, because, you know, they like different, but they the same. But then as soon as the nigga, what's the nigga name? King Von came home. You feel me? Right. All that shit was over. He had the whole O block behind him now.
Yeah. Shout out to
King Von
bro.
is the whole O block.
He's the truth, bro.
So
I've been following that young boy since like before he went down to that murder charge. Like, young boy, the truth.
And you know, we from the opposite side of the tracks, but you
that's
know,
what I was just about to ask you.
Yeah.
Being GD, do you still fuck with them? As far as
I think that's just dumb though. I think everyone else they kind of still like the.
I mean, me personally, I don't got no smoke with nobody. Don't got no smoke with me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I got people that I socialize with this King, you know, like I said, I don't got no issues with nobody like you got issues with me.
Yeah.
We can do music, all that, but just, you know, no disrespect. Like, that's why, real talk, I don't fuck with 5-year Foreman nor Pop Smoke right now. Them
because
niggas
of
is too disrespectful.
Because of the you ain't GDK while you around me, right?
I mean, have y'all ever really killed the
Pop
GD?
Smoke, especially.
So he's sassy as hell. That nigga is sassy as
I don't
crap.
think
like that.
I don't think people should put that in music like that.
Where you from?
They from Brooklyn. They with the whole Wu Chu GDs versus.
I just saying them. They just locked up with some Wu Chu bar for that. So that's that right there. That's what that is.
I don't understand it, because it's like you got Bloods, GDs, and some Crips. They like the Chews. Am I getting this right? And then you got the Woos who like Blood and Crip together.
Man,
it's like, it's some weird shit, bro.
New York,
that shit is crazy.
I'm gonna leave it at this, you know, because like I'm not at liberty to really talk about all that. You know what I mean? But you know, it's official. It's just, you know, certain people don't rock with it. Certain people do. Like, you know, that's the same thing like Bloods and Crips time flies. You feel me?
Yeah.
But you know, everybody ain't with that wave, but that's what they doing over there.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. I don't understand that at all. It's like 4 different gangs, and it's
but
like...
I'm gonna tell you this much though: the Chews ain't all Blood and Crip like how you think it's majority GDs.
Yeah, you got GDs and Bloods and Crips against Bloods and Crips.
I just type shit. Like, basically,
it's like this, you know, when some new come around, it's always become an epidemic.
Yeah, it's like
you said, we was more or less Midwest, you know, but a lot of niggas didn't even know that we been there. You know what I'm saying? It's just that the way that the brothers move. I mean,
you educated me today.
You know what I'm saying?
I met a GD now, Anadel shit before. Shit, he was, I mean, thoroughbred, he wasn't full.
Like, when I read that about you, I looked twice. I'm like, GD, word.
Yeah, you know, like I said, I jumped off the porch when I was 13, man, you know. And, you know, the brothers always show love. Like I said, I was looking for a father figure.
Nah, well, we gonna... That's real dope though. That you. I mean, you a leader. You're not a follower, like you said, man. And it's dope that you stand on your own too, stand your ground, do what you do. You've been behind the wall and back. You here, you being an artist. You know what I mean? I find that real commendable.
Seriously,
you know what I mean?
because it's funny because a leader is not because you say it's a leader, right? A leader is your behavior. I've been watching this whole time. A leader, you sit up, right? You sit up. You look people in their eyes, right? You talk. It's about certain behaviors. It's not about mannerisms. It's not about me. I'm a leader because I'm loud.
That goes all back into your principles and your morals and what you was taught. You know, I was taught to stand on mine. You feel me? And when you know what you talking about, you stand on that, you know what I'm saying? And you go off a structure, like that's all it really is. It's just I put pieces together to build structure, and I feel like that right now my pieces is at its strongest. I go off the concept of two things: domino effect and the jungle. So the domino effect is like this: if you pluck a domino, but it's not securely pressed, it's gonna knock the rest of them down. But if the other domino is what's the word I'm looking for? I was smoking and drinking earlier. But if it's supporting the other domino, it's not only going to do but what it can, and then the other dominoes is going to support the rest. You feel me? It's going to pick up the slack, basically. Now, us as men, I go off the factor is this: you're lying, you're lying, you're lying, I'm a lion. You feel me? We're all in the jungle. So now if I come across another lion and we go to contest with each other, you're going to roar. I'm going to roar louder than you. You're going to roll louder than me, and I'm going to roll louder than you till one of us back down. You feel me? But I'm not going to back down. I'm going to always continue to roar louder and louder until you back down. Because I'm going to stand tall on mine because I know what I'm talking about.
And that's crazy because you said domino effect, yo. You know, my brother, that's actually a therapeutic model. That's from this dude, a doctor, Donald Winnicott. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember you was telling me about
exactly.
it.
That's actually a freaking like a therapeutic model. Like, you know what I'm saying? As far as how to control human behavior, how you control, and that's crazy how you just develop that.
I mean,
speaking of therapy, I mean, I heard you got some pretty therapeutic bars for us.
Oh yeah.
You know,
let's get into that.
We could do that. We could definitely do that.
Yo, fuck it. Throw the beat on, man. That's how we gonna do it. Throw the beat on.
We get some beat-hot bars this week, too?
Nah, we probably
he put that one on, too.
Cut me up a little bit in the headphones, man. Yeah. You cut me up a little bit more? Yeah. Hey, man, I had to come and turn up for my bros one time, man. You already know, man. If y'all ain't in tune, get in tune, man. Big O to y'all, man. Joe B Lyfe, man. Old fucking show, man. Shout out to Oli. Ay, said GSH, F double, motherfuck the other side. 365 OTR, yeah, we on the rise. The way I go crazy with this pen, leave them mesmerized. Respect the guys, or you get sprayed like pesticides. Suicide, fucking with my guys, we a different breed. Stay up in the league, can't get rid of me. All this tough talk should be killing me. You my son, you my mini-me. I call up Spaz, tell him get him G. My boy hungry like he never eat. Fuck a 6, we put him 7 feet. Boy, I'm a big boss dog nigga. When it's beat, don't gotta deal with you. I have shorty come and chill with you. Talking crazy to that pill split you. Speaking facts 100, keep it real with you. Don't beef with duck motherfuckers, you a little nigga. Y'all niggas stuck in #1, you gotta think bigger, nigga. Yeah, but I'm tired of this fuckery. Do it for my niggas that grew up with me. All my niggas in 4B that was stuck with me. Try to get your boy 15. Beat it luckily, that was through the graces of a lotto. I had to be a G, couldn't fold, nigga. Never told, nigga. Ho, nigga, claim you broke, but the truth is you never know. So you gotta watch your back from them snakes and them rats. So I'm mobbing through the jungle with them gangsters and them lions and them swimming through the water with them sharks and piranhas, and I swear I love my homie. So I'm riding with a chopper, break it down to a science. Gonna swear I was a doctor, now I changed the game. Now I'm not going like my father, that nigga a lame. Never checked up, he never bothered, that made me a beast. So I'm getting packs from the wallers, I'm hitting them streets. Trying to make them holler for $1, them niggas deceased. Talking about all the blue faces, got me feeling like Nip. Blue Chuck, blue laces, had some times on this earth, so I beat a few cases. Had to see it for my worth. The new king, I had to face it. Had to think about my time. Life short, couldn't waste it. 2020 is my year. I could feel it, I could taste it. I'm screaming free the rose till they let him out the basement. Gio told me I'm the one. Fucking Neo in the agent. Let's go. Goodbye.
Damn,
yeah,
son,
man,
where'd
like,
you find this?
That boy got that struggle voice, man.
Society is
He got that struggle
Pardon me
voice.
too, I got a cold, so it could have been a lot more, but you know.
Nah, that shit was hard. That shit was hard. That shit was hard. I was into that. I like that. That shit, you feel the pain and that shit.
Yeah, you gotta keep going, bro.
Right there, like
you gotta keep going. Don't let nothing stop you, bro. Cause you go to the top.
Persistence is key, man. Persistence is key.
Going.
Real shit.
Most definitely.
That's actually what high society stands for. You know what I mean? A lot of people think it's some ignorant shit. We talking about getting high and shit. Nah, that's not what it's about. It's actually an acronym: hustle, ambition, and integrity. You feel what I'm saying? You can't. You got to start with hustle first. You know what I mean? Like, two people can hustle, but one person got ambition, he going to be the one that get up and go outside. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And you can't do none of that. You can't be successful in none of that if you ain't doing it with integrity. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how we doing it, man. But, yo, anything you want to, any closing out? You want to promote something? Close it out, man. I heard you got a EP coming,
man.
right?
I got an EP out already. It's over. It's on all platforms. I got singles. I just dropped Big Licks on all platforms. If y'all know about that, shout out my bro Hayes, Hefner, Tuka the Don. We bodied that shit. You know
Hayes? I know Hayes.
That's my bro. He part of the movement. He only himself. FWG, man. Shout out to guys. And like I said, we shooting that video for Big Licks in 2 weeks. So everybody stay tuned. I'm gonna run them plays up for Try Me. The web series for Try Me. Try Me, the web series will be coming soon. If y'all wanna be a part of it, hit me up. My IG is THA only _ Joe B Lyfe. THA only _ Joe B Lyfe. Everything else is Joe B Lyfe. Shout out to Hoolies. Shout out my label, 365 OTRs, big OTR, little bitch. You know how we rockin', man. FWGGSH, man. It's the movement, Jersey.
And that's Joe Lyfe, man. And I'm B High. That's Sag 24. That's Queasy's Way, man. And this High Society podcast, you heard?
Episode
Big Day 20, man. We out of here, man.
20, man. 420
see
shit.
you next week, man. Next week, man. Make sure you like, subscribe. Hit the notification bell, man. Leave your comments below, man.
Pinky, nigga.
You already know.
The whole fucking show, King Joe B.